now that we know how to get an image onto the screen, and we also know how to resize the image, what we can do is go back to our Rochambeau graphical, and we can use those same techniques to get our pictures of the rock, paper, and scissor onto the screen. Okay. So I'm going to do this using the rock, and then the challenge exercise will be to do it with the paper and also the scissors. So first things first is I need to find my image. So I'm going to come over here to Google, and I'm going to put here a rock transparent. Hit enter, click on images, and I think I'm going to go for a cartoon rock. So let me put here rock cartoon transparent. And let's see if I can find a transparent one. Maybe this one looks kind of transparenty. Maybe this guy here. Nope, not transparent. This guy here. Nope. Fake transparent. This guy here. Nope. Fake transparent. This guy. Sometimes it takes a while to find a real transparent image, but they are out there. So if you keep at it, eventually you'll get one. Let me click on this guy. Yay, I found one. Okay, so now that I found one, I can click or right click or control click, and I could say save image as, and I'm going to save it as rock on my desktop and say save. And I could already see by looking at this little bottom left corner that the image is gigantic. Okay, 2,400 pixels by 2,000 pixels. So I'm going to need to do I need to convert it? Yes, it's a PNG, but first I'm going to resize it, right? Because before, remember what we did is we took it and we turned it into a GIF. The GIF was too big, so we resized it. But when we resized it, it had to save as PNG because GIF wasn't an option, and then we converted it back to GIF. Right? So to save us that extra step, I'm just going to go ahead and resize it first. So if we come here to Pixlr, I can go to the home. I can grab the rock that I just downloaded and drag it in here, and I'm going to say create new. Okay, so I have my rock. I'm going to click on this first button up here. Go to image resize or resize image, and I am going to make it smaller. And remember our screen width is 600 pixels, right? Because you have 0 to negative 300 on the left side, and then you have 0 to positive 300 on the right side. So 600 pixels altogether. So I don't want it too small, but I don't want it too big. So I'm going to make its width, let's see, let's make its width 150. Okay, that sounds good. So I want to hit apply. Make sure your constraint of proportions is activated, and I'm going to hit apply. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to hit save now. And they don't have GIF, so I'm going to choose PNG and say download. Save it. So I got it as rock 1 saved on my desktop. Now I can come here to convert the file, and I want to convert another file. So how I do this, I can go back one to here, click on convert image to GIF, and then I'm going to drag my picture, my PNG, into the green box, wait for it to upload, and then click on start conversion. Right? Once start conversion is clicked and it's converting, then I can click on download, which is this green button here on the far right side, and I'm going to save it as just rock, not rock 1, and it's saving it as a GIF. Okay, so I'm saving it as rock type GIF onto the desktop, and I'll save it. So now if I look in my Finder, I can see that I have, oh no, okay, there we go. So rock.gif. So now that I have it, I can come over to my PyCharm, and I can grab it. I can make sure that my cursor is on the project folder at the top, and I let go. I hit refactor, and now my rock.gif is inside of my project, and it's sitting right next to my Rochambeau graphical. Okay. So once I have that going, then if you remember from what we did over here, the first two steps was to add it to the window first. So I'm going to copy that, come over here, and I'm going to add it to the window. And the name of it is rock.gif. And then I also need to add it as a shape to my turtle. But I don't want to do that until I need to, right? So I'm not going to do it right here, because if I do it right there, it's going to go a little weird, right? Watch, I'm going to run this like this. And you can start, oh no, this is not the right one. Okay, so let me control click and run Rochambeau graphical. And you can see I got this rock as my turtle, right? So I don't want that. I only want to turn the shape of the turtle into the rock when I need to. And when do I need to? When they click on the rock. Okay, so when they click on the rock, then I want to move my turtle into the right location. So I'm going to do a, ooh, maybe I could do it right here after this pen up. So I definitely want to pen up. So that's this pen up right here. And then I change it to the rock. And maybe before I change it to the rock, I could do t.go2. And I would want to go to the center of the left side of the screen. So on the X, that would be -150. And on the Y, I'm going to have to guess this, but I think it's -50 is a good guess. And then change my shape, t.stamp, because I do want to stamp it in place there. And then I can move on and do a go to. Okay, so this is going to put it in the right location, I hope, and it's going to stamp that rock there. Oh, and I think after that I probably want to turn him back to a regular turtle. So t.shape is equal to arrow, because the default is an arrow, right? So then I'm going to turn him back to a regular shape. Oh, did that not work? T.pen up, go to, oh, I'm sorry, I need to click for this to happen, right? I need to actually click on the rock for this block of code to happen. So let me run it again. I'm going to click on the rock, and then there we go. So the rock is in place and it's stamped here. Okay, but we do want the rock in the right location, and we want the text to be in the right location. So let's go ahead and try doing that. So the choose rock, I want to put it on the left side of the screen. So let's go ahead and do that right here. We'll do a t.pen up. We'll do a t.go2, and we'll go to -150 to the left side of the screen, and to 0 maybe. Let's try that, see what happens. So if we have a pen up here, I don't think we need one here. So let me delete that. Run that again. Click on rock. Okay, so choose rock is in the right side of the screen, and I want choose scissors. Okay, so you choose rock. I think because what I'm thinking about is that this computer chooses scissors is too big to put on this right side of the screen. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and make the text smaller. I'm going to make it half the size. So I'm going to do 20 there. And on the computer, I'm also going to do 20 for the computer. Okay, and then on the go to for the computer, I want it to go to the right side of the screen. So I'm going to do 150 so that it goes to the middle of the right side of the screen. And I think that looks good. So this -100, let's do a 0 on the Y for the go to before we write computer. And let's run it, see what happens. Okay, so that actually is a little bit too small. So I'm going to come back and I'm going to change that to 30. 30, 30, 30. Run that again. Okay, so this looks better. And now my rock is not in the right location, right? So I'm going to move my rock further down. So this is where my rock is. I want to make him go down to -100 on the Y. Let's see if this looks a little bit better. Yeah, it does look better, but the computer, so when the computer chooses scissors, this is too big. Okay. Maybe I can move, yeah, I think I'm going to make it 25. Let's make all of the text 25. And yeah, some of this takes a little bit of guesswork to get right, so takes a little bit of time. So there we go. Let's see, choose the scissors. Yep, so it looks better, right? And now the you win should be further down on the screen. So right here, I'm going to go to -200 before I write you win, you lose, or you tie. So let's go ahead and try that again for the final time. And let's run it. Okay, I'm going to go further down actually. So I'm going to do 220. And let's see if this works. Yeah, that looks better, right? So you can go ahead and push these around to where you want them exactly. You can make the pictures bigger or smaller, right? But that's generally how it works. And so now the challenge exercise would be to get the paper and the scissors to also do the same thing as the rock. And of course get the rock to do what it does. And lastly, it's to get the computer to have his corresponding picture onto the screen. Okay, so let's go ahead and try that and see what happens, and hopefully we'll come out the other end with a more complete project.